The world stopped and the wind was still. Things I find interesting at Conrod Photography.
Yep, Jim and Cuddy album. So when I went to this meet and greet, which is the only meet and greet I've ever gone to in my life, Jenn Grant joined him for a tune or two. First time I'd ever heard her sing. Very, very nice. But as per usual, I always make the statement, comment, question that they didn't see coming. So he was taking some questions and people were saying, oh, you know, my favorite song is, 5 Days in May or Try or, all the typical Blue Rodeo tunes. And then there's me, and I said to him, my favorite song forever. And I even tried to get a band that I used to play, and I tried to get them to do it unsuccessfully. My favorite song was always Flying. I always loved Flying. I love the harmonies, I love the melodies, I love the arrangement, I love everything about it. It was always my favorite tune. And I said to him, this was always my favorite tune, but I don't know what it's about. I don't know the story behind it. So I believe what he said was that they were down in the States recording that album, and the A&R guy or whoever came back and said, we don't hear a radio single, or there was something missing from the album. And so they sat down and wrote that, and I think he said we wrote it really quickly. And he didn't assign a story or a meaning to it. It was just something that they wrote rather quickly to fill the need that the A&R guy or whoever said was missing. I thought, well, there you go. I'm always picking the uncommon song. When people would come here and just sit around and have a beer and listen to music, they found my playlist thrilling because it wasn't the song from the artist that everybody would normally pick, or that was the main radio airplay song. I remember somebody very specifically talking about a song that was on my playlist that was playing here, everybody sitting around having a beer or whatever. It was Treble Charger. My favorite Treble Charger song was Brand New Low. He said, he says, nobody ever picks that one. They pick, I don't know, whatever the main radio airplay song was, but apparently their first single that they're pushing was not that one. And so Treble Charger, Brand New Low, that was news to him that I would pick that song. And to me it was just like, no, that's the best song. And so with all the hits that Blue Rodeo has, and this occasion was not a Blue Rodeo occasion, this was a Jim Cuddy album. Yeah, so true to form, right to the artist, I said, oh, this is my favorite song. And his response was, he says, in all my years, nobody has ever said that to me. So it's true to form for me, but I just don't know whether that's good or whether that's bad. But we were talking again later on. He says, I got to go back and look at the catalog again. Because, the rule is if one person said it, who knows how many are actually thinking that, and there's value in when somebody will actually bother to tell you that, oh, this was my favorite song. And so, he goes, nobody has ever said that to me. I got to go back and look at that, where that sits in the catalog or whatever. Anyway, so that was my Jim Cuddy story. So here's Jim and Jenn.
He wasn't smiling and she wondered what that meant. He had a birthmark just above his lip. Broke her heart a little bit. And the world stopped and the wind was still. and the sun sank down below the hill. Just two people getting through. Maybe two lives don't matter, but I think they do. I think they do. Down below the hill, just two people getting through. Maybe two lives don't matter, but I think they do. I think they do. He whispered something that was lost in the night. I hope that fortune smiles wherever they go. Truth is, we'll never know. And the world stopped, and the wind was still, and the sun sank down below the hill. Just two people getting through. Maybe two lives don't matter, but I think they do.